ordered a whole bunch of summer items from Amazon. We're gonna try them all on, review them for quality, fit, and how they compare to the Amazon listing, and just generally see what we got. There's some dresses, some tops, some bottoms, a wide variety of items. And the first one we'll start with is this one right here. This is a V-neck ruffle sleeve dress, 98% polyester, 2% viscose. It has a V-neck in the front, and then it has this little tie that ties in the back, a slight smocking in the middle, and then a little bit of a tier at the bottom. So let's just try it on and see what we got. So here is the dress, and the material, like I said, is mostly polyester. It's actually a sheer material, but then on the inside, there's a lining. So then when you put those both together, you can't see it through it. So that's good. This is in a medium, and I got it in black. It comes in like a million different colors. It's got a little bit of a slit on the side, just one side right there. I'm 5'6", so it comes down just to my calves. Don't worry about this empty rack. We're gonna fill this thing up today. And then here's what the back looks like. I know you're supposed to tie this. I'm just not sure if I could do that myself necessarily. This actually looks pretty much like what I was expecting from the Amazon listing. On me, I just want this waist to sit a little higher, so I keep doing this little action right there. So I don't really love that, but if you don't keep shrugging your shoulders like that, probably wouldn't be a problem. The next one is another dress. This is by the brand Deep Self. Achtung! Attention! I actually thought this one looked like a very pretty dress, and I have high expectations for it. The way that I actually picked most of these items was I was on Instagram for a different video, and then all of a sudden Amazon Fashion popped up, and I started scrolling through all of their stuff, and I thought, why have I not seen any of this before? And so I just picked a solid handful of items off of that, threw them in my cart, and ordered them. And that's how we have the array of clothing we're trying today. So let's try this. Okay, so it has kind of a halter in front, smocking is in the back. So that's not so bad. I don't really love like all smocking on the top, but let's just try it on. So here is this dress. I got this in a medium, and I would say it fits true to size. This is 80% rayon, 20% nylon. There's no stretch to it. There's kind of a close-up of the material. It feels soft. This has got some width to it, which makes it look pretty dressy, I think. In the Amazon listing, they show that you can wear it kind of like this. It just ties in the back with a halter, or you can take these and you can cross them in the front. Do you like my wide strip tan line? This is a size medium, and it fits true to size. The smocking in the back doesn't really bother me at all. It just feels soft, and I like it a lot more than that black one. I also just like the color. Compared to the Amazon listing, I would say the fit looks like what I was expecting, and the material. The only thing is the color on the Amazon listing looks more like a leaf green. And this is much more of a muted sort of teal. So this is the color for the green, which I think is actually a pretty color. The next ones we're going to put together as kind of a little outfit, because we have a pair of pants and a t-shirt. So this is a pair of wide leg pants from the brand Caracilia. And then we have this graphic tee with some sort of little mountain adventure awaits design on it. So let's open up the pants. Let's see. Okay, so they feel pretty soft. They actually feel, I'm going to guess the fabric is 98% polyester, 2% elastane or something like that, because they feel just like that first dress. They feel softer than that first dress. I got these in a size medium. They have a little pleat at the top and a little tie. They have a lot of stretch to them and this nice wide band at the top. So we are going to try that on, and we'll pair it with this t-shirt here. Here is the t-shirt. We're gonna see, I don't know, this might not all go together, but we're just gonna pair it together and do a little front tuck and see and just review these as a set. Here is the t-shirt. This one just says the material is cotton polyester, so it doesn't give a breakdown of what they are. Got a little cuff here, and then that has a little stitch there that kind of keeps it cuffed just to kind of hold that up for a little fancy detail. I got the t-shirt in a size large because I just wanted to make sure it wasn't going to be pretty snug. And I think if I got the medium, I think it would actually be too small. There is some room to it, but it's not necessarily a very oversized t-shirt. So I would say true to size. The only thing is the length is super long. So this has got some length to it. They had like a million different patterns, but I kind of liked this one. There's no design on the back. I just think it feels like a nice soft t-shirt. I don't know. I don't really think there's anything wrong with it. I probably would give this a tuck into whatever, I don't know if I'd wear it with these dress pants, but into whatever I was wearing it with, like a pair of shorts or something. There are many different graphic designs you can pick for this t-shirt. There's some really positive ones like Adventure Awaits, and then they have some that just say, I hate people. There's multiple of that. So depending on what your mood is when you order the shirt, hopefully that's the same mood as when you receive the shirt, you can go a couple of different ways. when you're out hiking. This is what I was expecting. The only thing on this one in particular is the mountain design. It's all very much more vibrant and bright than in the picture. It was more muted, but I don't know. That's just the difference, but it doesn't really bother me. But here's the t-shirt. Here are the pants. These are 100% polyester, and that's pretty much what they feel like. The material is soft. They do have a little bit of stretch to them, so I'm surprised it doesn't have a blend of elastic or elastane or something. I got these in a size medium. The length on me with a pair of flat sandals is right where I would want them. They're not dragging on the floor, but they're not necessarily like a cropped fit either. The waistband on the back is stretchy. In the front, it's not stretchy, and then it does have this functional tie. I'm getting just a slight cut in on the waist. I think they look like what I ordered in the Amazon listing. I don't know, they're okay if you don't mind polyester, which is like the name of the game. But since I already have a pair of pants on, we're gonna try this top next. This is by the brand Deli Top, and it is a V-neck knit tank. If I can get it open, that would be cool. Hold on. They call this a sweater vest. I don't know if I would necessarily call it a vest from what I can see in the pictures, but maybe. It's very, very stretchy, and it's like there's not really a lot to it. So let's try it. Here is what it looks like. This is 75% acrylic, 25% polyamide. And I got this one in a burgundy in a size medium. I think it fits okay. I think the size is right. It just kind of feels like it's going to, like there's nothing really there, or like it's going to just stretch out, and I'm not sure. It doesn't feel very comforting to me to wear this. Like if someone just pulled on this, it would just come completely off. Like, you know how when you have a small child and they're tugging on your clothes? That I don't have a child that would do that, but if you do, this might not be the top for you. This looks like what I was expecting from the Amazon listing. I just don't love the feel of this one in particular. Here's what my cat's doing while I film this. This is another top, or a top set. These are crew neck sleeveless crop tanks. These are by the brand OQQ. You can get them in singles, like just one tank top, or they have lots of different options where you can get two in a set. So I got this set that came with this pink and with sort of this oatmeal color. Oh, interesting. I was not expecting that, but now I see it on the listing. Okay, so on the sides, it has kind of this scrunch thing. I did not realize that, but it is definitely there. These are 90% nylon, 10% spandex. They actually feel pretty nice, like substantial. They do have a little bit of a rib, and let's just try them on and see how that scrunch looks. So here it is on. I had to get those dress pants off because that waistband was bothering me. This is a large, and I think it fits me okay. The only thing is on the sides, there is quite a big gap here, but I think this medium would just be really tight. I don't even know how to compare this to the Amazon listing, because on the models, they're wearing them quite a bit shorter because they probably got a smaller size, and they're just all AI generated anyway. They have these tiny little waists, and so this just fits like a snug little crop top, where on me, I feel like it just looks like a tank top that any average person would wear, which is what I want it to look like. I suppose I could scrunch that up if I wanted to show a little bit of midriff, but I assure you I do not want to do that. Here we have a 3/4 length denim crop top that has a tie in the front. This would not be a style that I would necessarily choose for myself, but when I was scrolling through the Amazon fashion series of photos on Instagram, this came up. I feel like I could just crack it over my knee and it would break. That's how stiff this thing is. This is from the brand Omoon. Let's open this one. I might have to get that handy knife out again. You're not opening packages with a knife. You're not doing it right. From the pictures, it looked like a really soft sort of chambray kind of top. It is 95% cotton, 5% polyester. It has this fancy little tie thing at the bottom that you can tie. They also had a sleeveless version of this, so that might be more enticing for some, but let's just try it on. I'm just gonna put it right. Oh, it's buttons, or snaps. I thought those were buttons. They are snaps. Definitely has kind of like a chemical smell to it, but that's not really that surprising anymore. Oh yes, now I'm ready for Nashville. I don't know, probably not. I've never been to Nashville. I think this is too many clothes for Nashville. So let's just do that. And we'll put this one up on this side too. So there you go. Let's review the fit. I got this in a size large and I think it fits me in this size. I think if I got a medium and were I to actually wear this, the medium might fit a little too snug. So I would say if you are interested, you might want to size up just to kind of get this. Well, I don't know. Do you want it to be snug? I'm not sure. Probably the medium would fit too. I wouldn't probably size up any higher than this. As far as matching the Amazon listing, I don't think it really does. The Amazon listing makes it look like this really soft, almost plushy material. And this just feels like a very thin kind of, I mean, this would be fine if this was what the picture looked like, but it doesn't really. Also, the color doesn't necessarily match. And there you go. Just a little light layer to throw on if you're wearing this little crop top underneath and you get hot, cold. And then with this one, of course, you cannot not tie this because you can't do that. That doesn't look good. I suppose you could just tuck that little triangle in. Actually, I don't think that looks too bad. It's like a front tuck, but like a fake front tuck. I don't know. Anyway, the next thing I got is another dress. This is by the brand Yathan. It is a casual dress. It has a spaghetti strap on the top. It's got a little ruching down the front, a tiny little elastic around the middle here. It doesn't actually feel too tight though, so that might be okay. This is like the same material that you find everywhere on Amazon. It is 65% cotton, 35% polyester, and it's soft and it has quite a bit of stretch to it. So let's just try it on. So here is this dress. This one comes just below my knee, and I just ran into my daughter in the rest of the house and I said, "What do you think of this dress?" And she said the length looked weird. So I don't know, take it from an 11-year-old girl. The length looks weird. I actually don't think it looks weird. I'm 5'6" and I think it just looks like it's the right length. So it does have kind of this ruching stuff that comes down the front. The seam is not necessarily cutting in too bad, but I do feel that there, and I would rather it was not cutting into me particularly, but that's just always the case for me. It does have adjustable straps, so that's kind of nice on this one. And then there are also pockets. So if you take your general Amazon dress and just step it up like 2 notches, I think you end up with this. I would say it fits true to size. The material is fairly stretchy. You could maybe sort of dress this up with some accessories and make it look a little bit nicer than what it actually is when it gets right down to it. This one also has a zipper down the side, which I thought was kind of interesting because it's fairly stretchy. So I didn't use the zipper, but I guess if you were having a hard time getting into it, you could unzip it. So they were really trying with this one to add a couple adjustments and like pick it up a notch. The next dress I just got because it just looked like, it's one of those dresses where I saw it and I thought, this is going to be bad enough to be worth trying on this channel. And that is by the brand Husa. This is a sleeveless pink rose long dress. It's got like a cutout. You could choose this in a lot of different colors. In the pictures, this is the front, but to me, it looks like that should be the back. I don't know what's worse, but we're gonna try it on with this in the front and just see. And maybe it will just be surprising and it'll be really soft and comfy. It's actually, the material isn't too bad. It's ribbed and it's really stretchy. It's just the look of it was like, what? Okay, let's try it. All right, here's this dress. The color is shrimp pink and rose. It does have a tie, so we're gonna just tie that. When I was looking at this, the models looked like a Barbie. This is like the kind of dress you would put on a Barbie. That's what I felt like. Because it has this cutout in the middle, I feel like my shirt is flipped up. Like I do not like that feeling of the breeze coming through right here. I mean, as expected, this is gonna show off every feature of your body right here. You know how on like leggings you can get that, they have sometimes that glute scrunch? I feel like that's what they tried to put on the front. Like, look at the way that sits. I don't think that's a flattering look. I think they should have done without that right there. So I shouldn't even, when I review the footage, I'm not even sure if I'm gonna show this one, but it comes down just to my calves and I would never wear this, so that does not matter. Why did I order this? I don't know. I just saw it and I thought, this is gonna look bad. Let's do it. Here's another dress. This is by the brand Ugis or Ugas or something like that. And I think this is the first one that actually came up when I was scrolling through that Instagram thing. And I thought, why haven't I seen this before? It's actually sort of a pretty dress, and I've done multiple Amazon dress reviews, so I was just surprised. So let's just open it up and see what we've got. This is a spaghetti strap dress. It has a little waistband belty thing through the front that is not on the back. It has adjustable straps. It's got pockets. It's very much feels like something you'd get on Amazon, but that's where we're buying it from. So we're not surprised. So let's just try it on and see. So here is this dress. This is 95% polyester, 5% spandex, your basic polyester spandex blend that is all over Amazon. This one has adjustable straps, and then it's got kind of this crisscross. You have this wide band through the front that is not on the back. So this just has a little elastic, but for me, because it has this wide band right here, feels like a compressive sort of comfortable band right there. I feel like this is a very comfortable casual dress. Of course, this came in 1 million different colors. It's just past my knee. This is a midi dress. It has pockets here. I just particularly think this is a flattering look with that band across the front versus just a tiny little elastic. As far as matching the Amazon listing, I think it definitely matches. The only thing is, I don't know if she's just shorter than I am. She doesn't look shorter, but you know, how can you really tell? It looks like it's going to be longer in the listing than it is on me. Like, I think it's actually, I'm pleasantly surprised with this. This is just nice and casual. Is super trendy? I don't know, but comfortable, yes. Next, we have a dress by the brand Ann Ribes. Nothing crazy, no scrunches or cutouts on this one. You can kind of see through it, so that's not great right off the bat, but maybe when it's on, I don't know, or just as a swimsuit cover-up. Let's call it a swimsuit cover-up. So it has a wide band at the top, and then this one does have a little seam here, but it looks like it's gonna be nice and loose. Let's try it on. I got this in a medium. It actually looks pretty big, so we'll see. This is 65% polyester, 35% rayon, 5% spandex, and right away, this is really, really comfortable. I think this would make an excellent swimsuit cover-up. There's nothing cutting in. It's just like drapey and flowy and nothing weird. It has pockets. The material is stretchy because it has that spandex in it. I got this one in a medium, and it maybe is a little bit wide around the armholes. I think there's enough room in here that I could maybe try to size down, but I don't know. I don't really mind the roominess. It's just for summer if it's hot or a vacation or something. Here's what the back looks like. There's nothing super special about it, but there's nothing very odd about it. There were a lot of different patterns and colors to this one. Solid recommendation if you're looking for a swimsuit cover-up. I think this one feels really comfortable, obviously, because I keep saying that. And I have tried a lot of dresses from Amazon. And if you want to see more, I will put a link right here for a video you can watch next. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye.